Okay, so we want to journal for Friday. I couldn't trade it much as I noted on the live call. But I missed some. I lost some after. It'll have been a glorious day, but it is what it is. Most important is that it's working. Well, we'll leave some trades alone and we'll see what we did or didn't do. But and actually, just um. So I would get the notes ready and for Friday. So by the start of the day, I think there was a loss, was first series of losses. So when we started, this was 7 o'clock. This was expansion into it. OB, we didn't confirm this yet. Do nothing. Close above this expansion. We had this type 2, we did not, which I should do nothing. Well, I hope, because there are a lot of these type 2s. Don't be sucked into it. This nothing comes back here. Nothing. This, well, I truly hope I didn't do it. Ah, yes, I did something. So price came to this deal because I was like, I know I took some losses quickly because I was thinking like if I had missed this first hour, I'll have avoided them. So on this feed, so don't forget D, D and DP on the NQ and then this here. So this had already happened here, but I was thinking no. And then we eat it here, type 2. So I think I sold here. And I really was like, I shouldn't have done that because not that this, I used this here and I told myself not again because this is a type 2, so it's good entry. Of course, later come back here. Once this happened, I sold one here and I put one above here. Of course, it went, but then we stopped. So this, you use this for this level, not this. So bam, bam. Let's say what were here. But actually, it was here. So after this, so that is okay. Stops was there, 22. So that will be 22 times 2. So that's 44 loss. Because it's a DD. It's just to find a way to journal. I still don't know how to journal this correctly. Because it's time-based. How to do it such that I can do 7 a.m., 8, 9, like each hour, the points and losses. I'll find a way because I really think I need it so that because with each time I'm not going to have time really. It's just going to get worse, me not having time to trade fully. So I have to find a way that allows me to be involved in it without to trade because I have to find out its best. But another thing I know is that even if I only have to trade the last 2 hours of New York or something, it doesn't change. I just need to know that it works and who knows how to go. So that loss happened. And when that happened, once this happened, these are things that trick you. Funny enough, this maybe not. So these are things that trick you. You take this loss, it comes back and you feel, oh, price did me this. Let me trade is done. What's expansion didn't confirm. We are closing above this. We've closed below it. We closed above it. No FEG. Because again, another part I was wondering, I remember that I was thinking maybe I should close this because this, but we are expand above it again, no FEG. And it's like, it's just going where it wants to go. Maybe it wants to go up. Once we close above this, okay, what is in play? D minus M is in play. And I believe I bought this because I was targeting this. It's a very interesting one. I told myself, why didn't I hold here? Because why? But what did I buy? I was like, all right. There was this Gandalf. Yeah, not the best, but it was there and there was one down here. So I believe my stop was, yeah, I was a little bit frightened because of all of this. Let's go first how it happened. So I was like, okay, type two, we are buying towards it. We dropped there and then we started ranging. I saw that type two, this is not position too hard, but this was a DM. I was like, okay, 12 point is enough. Let's just write down there. Let's just say 13. Of course, I expanded my stop a little bit, my TP a little bit, but I didn't have the balls to hold here or to hold for here. It's okay. That was this type to buy. This was not an expansion. After that, there was this here. Of course, we'll have put it here, but I didn't want to put it here because I was like, we're in the middle of somewhere. Also, I'm saying now that this is almost like halfway. There was no point. Okay, maybe price open there. You want the next best thing. I put it here, then I was thinking, okay, this is an FEG here, let me put it here, but this additionally one, two. So trade should look, this is something my friend is teaching me about putting your stop maybe 2 times away from the low you should have used. So this is a normal low, next low, this low. And I just was like, okay, let me just put it, but I think I was tracking this to say if we close below this, if you close this, then give me room to close. But also if that had just done it, because it could have done something like this in one swoop. Type 2 again, type 2 again. So one, two, three. Everything is just type 2 with no, just this one type 2. So it's just like, just bullish, closed and went. All right. That was the first trade. So we covered a little bit, but it was not much because that one was two stops. So that was 44. This is a 13 and one position. We had this expansion, OB, close below the OB, expand tree to have FEG. Additionally, I took a loss here. So let's start with that. D, hit it here, CSD it here, sold. Two point 22, 21, this is 22. Times two again. This point I was really pissed because I was thinking this was something I have enough to cover, but it's just what it is. Best loser wins. I have to find a way to add that to add it. Maybe I will just type it here. Remember, best loser wins. Wait there. So there was a loss. After that, I was like, okay, we closed below this OB, we CST it. I wanted to buy. So it's a little scary, to be honest. And I almost lost it too. So I was like, okay, we had this. It was a type one, but we had this drop into it. I was like, if you have a CST of this, I'll buy. When this candle was going down, I was like, oof, okay, maybe it's going to vary. And then it tops. It closed this. I bought this. All of a sudden, my stop moved from here. So FEG to here. I was worried about the size because I was like 44. One position, I'm going to lose almost as much as I lost here on two positions. But I was like, I was contemplating it. I didn't had. Also, there was no other type. If there maybe had been a type two, I could have been tempted. Just left it. And I was after a while, I got even more cocky and I wanted more. And I was just like, wait a minute, what are you doing? This is just a trade. 39. Oh, let's just say 40. Okay, 40 done. And here was this was I got a little bit off, a little bit. So on this side, this was underheated. For some reason, I was bearish, bullish again, which had nothing to do with what I was doing. This was the one that heated. This is the one that matters. On this was a green. On my feed, it was red, red, red. Everything was red. I was confused. I didn't like that. And then on my feed, this didn't hit on this feed, but on my feed, this hit again. So I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for the CS, and then this happens. And then I only sold one. So I didn't get in at the time I was supposed to get in, and then I didn't get in with size that I was supposed to get in with. That is not good. And I just resolve myself. I know these feeds are not nice. I know they have differences. I don't have to do anything. Just shut up and trade. Maybe not to harsh on myself, but like that's just it. When we're at this level, this is not the feed that matters. Did this guy not eating this feed allow me to miss many trade? Absolutely. It did. I still remember a trade for me that Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday that eat here but didn't eat here. But it's fine. This is the trade. This eat, right? No. This, yes. CST, yes. Sell this. That's why this was down there. That's it. This actually should be, both should be selling here. But if it comes back here, very good. That's it. This is a CST protocol. Type 2, if this it, this type 2, if I wanted type 2, which is valid, which is okay, is good. But I cannot now say I'm not selling. But this was why I couldn't sell again. I was afraid I'd taken losses, and now one position is going to 45. That's just it. But as I start, this is it. Sell then 30.2 positions as at now. So we had 44, 44. We have regained 140 points. So you are down by 44, 48 on one. You had 13 before. So five, you are down by 35. If it's up, you are just, it's just two positions, and this is 30. So I'll be down by 10 if it loses. First position goes out at 30. So first one goes out. This is the point. Now this is heavy. Range of opportunity is this trade, 65. I held for this. I think I closed it just at 60 personally because this was acting up. It was playing, it was playing. I just closed, and then it was the same candle that won. This same candle. Because I had an option than to hold because I sold maybe somewhere here and it was just one contract and it was pissing me off. But I should have been nine, like this. But this will cost me absolutely, but it also helped me. Once this happened, sold this. So if I had sold this, so let's see on this, of course, that would have been 30 points. And even while I was contemplating and this was going down, maybe I'll have jumped in before because it was first going down before it. That's just it. Comes one, pam, pam. If you are afraid that because you want this, okay, this is running, then set this here. If you then say, "Ah, okay, I want this, fair enough, then you have to sell this. You have to sell this, which I did actually, but so, and then hold it. But the rule is CST. You sell that. That's the thing. First one, 60, 90 point, and that's so that's 65. I know, right? Hmm. Now, you're up for the day. Simple. Following rules. You're up for the day. You've made back on this trade alone. You've made back the last. So on this trade alone, it was 65, and the stop loss that will have been 90. Let's say 95. On previous trade, on the last two DP levels, you lost 48. On this alone, you've won 95. So back back in profit. And once this happens, this I couldn't sell. Why? As much as I wanted to sell, I also looked at the old level. Just this is the first time this one that failed. We're closing below it here, and I was like, okay, I could have sold, but I wasn't really interested to be honest. Maybe on H1 I might be, but I wasn't. I didn't want to trade it. I also didn't know where I wrote my rules down for trading that. So market went on and continued down. And as at then, also I stopped trading early. When I needed to go out, two, I was concerned because I was concerned that I wanted round numbers. So did we have a trade yet? Yes, this confirmed, but we didn't come up. So we've already taken this high. I would want to buy this up. So this is a type 2. We are here. This type 2, I want confirmation of it to buy. cannot just buy CST. Give me confirmation. No confirmation, no buy. So I'm concerned about this. The price might come back there within the next 3 hours. I don't know if price did, but we'll put something there in case price does. Okay. And then we'll continue trading. Okay, continue seeing what is happening. So nothing more here, nothing to see. So we had this expansion. Of course, this previous OB was there, but that doesn't matter. OB, right? Expansion, these are type 2s. This is not to buy. This is the first one. These ones are just for their own, and they're all winning already without, so this is nothing to buy. This is the candle. We didn't close above it, so even though we went down, I am not bearish. I'm not bearish as much. OB ran through this, closed above this. I didn't see this in time. And then I came back, I saw this. I was buying it, and then I stopped buying it. So I was like, I wanted that round figure, and I wasn't comfortable. I wanted it. But this would have been a BED. So this, you buy this 1, 2 entry. It's just closed above. Of course, this would give me more joy. So I would have preferred this, hit this. I would have liked to buy that. And my stop will be down there. But this is also where it becomes more funny or more tricky. By waiting for a good setup, this is where it's going to be 38. 38 means that I want one setup to be there. And it fails. That's why. It can help. You see 20 points. Of course, that's what we agreed upon. Failure to close above this is one. But I might not have reacted in time for this. So I saw this. I was like, okay. This is CS. This is also pure, but we didn't close below. So CST stops will be there, even though it should be here, but it will be there. I know. 30, 31. 31. We are still within this. So I would want to push this up to this. Really, I would want to, or even here, minimum. We saw this, of course, on this place, we're already rejecting. It's telling me get out, but the rule says use the first one. Use 2 entries so that the first one gives you the confidence to hold this until this next, to hold it enough for either hit a TP or you wait for this next hour. So B, right? So B, so we'll write it as you would have made 30. You will have lost another 30. So just for that. And after that, nothing. This would not be a sell for me because the principle for me to sell didn't come up, even though according to quant, we've already expanded this to expect lower prices. Price close this once this happens, done until we close above this guy, do nothing on this hour. We keep going down, that's it, do nothing. We've closed minus D, we've closed D, so this is on the cards. That means that the only time you get to trade again would be 1 minute before. We have a type 2. You can trade this. I will not want to put my stop here. I want to put it here. All of a sudden, I become less interested in it because it's there. So even though it wins, realistically, it's like, I will not want to trade this. Or it gives 20, and that's all. So we have a type 1. Now I want to buy nothing. Type 2, OB, CSTDs, and then we go up nothing. We're going up. I'm very pissed off because I'm thinking, why didn't you just give me this? Well, Quant Star is going up. Oh, fair enough. Old level. But this old level is a negative one. So this is not a D. This is for a buy. Come to this, I check my phone. I know that there was a win here. And it was a win because I put it on my phone, but I had promised myself I was no longer trading for the day. So I did not, because I didn't want a DP that I would use double entry and I'll not be able to play it because I'm away from my phone. So touch it was like really it was not bad. Touch this, yeah, that's just one I see. That's strange. That is, oh my God, the tears. That is very strange. I could have sworn I saw it here. Could have sworn. Oh no. Wow. Oh my God, the tears. I would have been pissed off. Oh my God, I would have been in pain. Is it? Is it? So on this feed, it worked out. And I could have sworn I saw this. This was it. Hmm. Yeah, I think I might change the rules again. Mm, 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 mm. Might do like DP range one versus positions. What I'm trying to say is that if this is I'm thinking about it, like in this instance, put one entry if this is the one to because this I could have sworn. Well, we'll not add this today because we'll do that till next week. I would incorporate it. This type 2, also this already met. So if I was expanding, already met closed type 2, even if I didn't want to sell. This comes back is as good. CST would be there. 70. We close this. Once this closes, this is a type 2. This is a buy. You close your trade once this happens. 59. But because that didn't happen, I would move it. But I saw it real life. I even placed a chart there. So Peter didn't sell it. So type 2 already confirmed. We started here. This is just put it there. Accept that risk. 16. This is clean. This is a type 2 that happened. Yeah, 1 minute comes back into it. Just by it. The continuation. OB taps it in this instance, close below the OP, expands. If I see a type 2 above this OB, I will buy. It doesn't do anything. Instead, it closed. We validate it here. Is this? Actually, we did this here. We came back here. Ah, this is I'm not selling this now. That is not A plus. To all this, to this, and then we confirm this and then come back here to sell here. Nah, this is not worth your stress. So now after this has this close below this and I'll buy. We expand through this with an FEG. No, no, I don't know. Through this with an FEG, no, no. So now this trade, nothing special there. Now the trade is gone onto here. OB sell this. So let's say, but this is the first one. This is the first one. A closure above this with no FEG, so I don't know. So the times when I'm trying to, I don't want to rush and I don't want to do it because it's sold. This is not hyper, a failure to close below this. This would be almost a B trade for me, I'm being honest. Why is because, so what am I saying is that this was the setup. I'm not going to take this setup because it's not worth it. It's just 10 points and we've already played it out several times that this is it. So this was the next one. So let's say you didn't use this because unlike the other guys, they don't use something like this is the one. This would be their OB. So this is CSE and then this would be TP. And I get my stop would be above VM, maybe that. This will be do not close above, we will close above it here with an FUG. So yeah, 12 points negative. Exhausted. Okay. Once you close above this here, type 2 gave here, but it already reached its target, so that's it done. This, I have this guy, oof, it's going down. Imagine if this had to returned. This other pain goes up. Didn't have this, gonna sell this. Watch it. That's a painful so. But it is what it is. Is there at this level, was there any old thing? I would not sell this because why won't you sell this? Because even though we closed here, this is already a buy. So this, yes, it's up at the old level after reaching this. But we need to CST this and come back. Chances that I'll be selling this is just low. This is not this OB. This already played out. So, am I saying? After this started, I said, okay, we've already tapped this. Let's look at the previous hour. Is there any trade that we could take? Yes, this one. This is it. But it's by the time I realize it after this happened, and let's say your stop is here, the trade already won. So that's even if it didn't take you out because of anything. But let's say you put your stop high, it's already played, so it's not something. I'll prefer this to go up before selling, but it did not. It was just selling down. Oh, now we have this. You have to tap that, else no buying. I also saw this. I also know that I also saw this because I took it on the people way to where really were like stop trading. Saw this type 1, type 2. This CST happened here. I was bought. I bought one and then I hesitated. Then I bought two here and it was up. So I was targeting this because I was like, this was a type 1, this was good. And that we buy again here when it came here. But then I was like, no, let's just respect. So this is a trade here. Once this hourly happened, my stop moves down here. Why won't you sell? Because this didn't close below. No CSD here, we tapped here. So until we have a first CSD down here, this is a trade you keep moving aggressively. So within what? Within 7 minutes. If you cannot wait for 7 minutes before, that's just madness, 75. But actually, to be honest, this is the high of this range. I will tell myself either this high or this or 67. Oh, it's more like a 67, two positions, 67. One goes over 30, one over 67, that's 9 again. So see, by patience, and even though we lost earlier, by patience, even if you missed this, because this didn't give, because didn't not. All right, fair enough. He's surprised about that. This didn't give. I hope wasn't the one that drew this, was I? Well, maybe I was the one. This was the 65, you see. That's it. Okay, let's just do a review of this and see how price behave. Just that a little bit. So after this happened, this is still on the cards. Don't forget, it's a DDM. But we went through this. Okay. Maybe there might have been a loss here. We'll see. This OB, we see as this close above it with this. Yes, they did. This was a BIS card inside here. Might have even entered earlier, maybe not. There, BIS card with a type 2. I'm definitely buying this. There's no stop is there. Stop should be here. And that would be minus 27. I'm definitely buying that. Because it won previously because the target would be, yeah. So, yeah. Hopefully I will not have even explained it down because this is the invalidation. So, and if that, maybe, yeah. But 27 is okay. That's the trade. I'll buy that. Continuation. Type 2, inside a BIS card, confirms back. Simple. There's no dramas about that. We closed below this. So type 2. Once we close below this, we want to sell. We're into type 2. I'm not going to include this trade, but what don't I want to see would be this, yeah, 25. And I'll be targeting this Y, D, M. You didn't get it. Now it's on the card. This is the first candle that came here. If you had had the CST, if you had had a 2-bar on it, then I'll buy. If it's had come into a 2-bar, I won't sell from 2-bar down. But we did not so. As much as I would love to add this is a trade I'll be overthinking. But we've closed below this, return to this rejecting. This is straight to sell. Well, let's say I didn't add that. So this was a type 2. We came here, it's at this level. We CS did this. Oh, I'll have been pissed off because this is this. This is in the middle of nowhere. Okay, this is in premium, so we're not buying this. So this is happening here. Let it happen down there. I've discussed this lengthily. In length, as nice as this is happening low, but it's happening in the premium of this new range. If it's happening lower, then I buy it. Because my stop, if it's here, it's just too big. So taps it. Type 2. Did it touch this? This is where I get, if it had touched this, I'll sell this. This will be a trade. Sell. Stops cannot be here because it's only tapped it. It's an FEG here. Minimum. This is really bothering me because I do not like this. 30 points for 12, but I'll sell that. I'll sell that. I don't know. And then we touch this M. So even if you buy this, you have to exit here. So that's not done. So I'll be thinking we have to touch that. So we did not. And then we can just flatten in this because that's the end of the trading. And you see, this will not have lost if you put it down here, but I cannot. I just know myself. This is big. It's not go down, it's up. My stop will be down here or down here. So it's like I'll be using minimum of this. It's just madness. So don't be tempted by how this, don't be concerned. This is the rule. The rule is, yes, I want to look at the previous one, but I want the previous one to happen at a level that I'm familiar, that I like. This would be the trade if this had touched. I'm not looking at this feed. It's just this feed. Now, did we touch any D or DP? No, so we can even switch to this just to avoid any doubt. So on this feed, this did not touch. So leave this. And even if it did, this already won. So you just wait, you just wait, you just wait. Now at this point, I'm like, why? Why didn't you just go down and touch here? For this type one, considering this and that, nothing touched. Finally, we touched this. Go down. Nothing more. It touched this. on this hourly. So just expanded. Expansion, nothing, nothing. That's the end of the day of the trading. So in terms of wins, you had you had 13 plus 40 plus 65 plus 30 plus 16 plus 67. So 231. And in terms of losses, you have 22 times 4 times plus 30 plus 12 plus 27. 22 times 4 plus 30 plus 12. Oh my God. Yeah, it was a big losing day, to be honest. So I think when I closed, wasn't really not big losing day, but by not being able to register that 70 points extra. The losses were 157. So if I was on 100K account, it should have been a net $8 for the whole day. And so that would have stopped. But I've stopped trading early and it wouldn't have mattered. And yeah, you just trust it. And for the whole week, you guys cannot see this. So I do not have Monday's trade on this PC. So I cannot show, but we'll just show this. So this is what it looks like. So in terms of losses, net losses will then be, so for the Monday, so for the week, let's just say, because I do not have access to this. So in terms of losses, we have 157 plus 77 plus 36 plus 2, so 288. So it's 2. That's strange. I thought it would be more. So if I was using $100 account, I would have lost, net loss, taking out trades was $28 loss. Yet net wins to 31 plus 103 plus 192 plus 20. Yeah, it's still similar. 46, 846. So that was that. And we can quickly look for, this is done. This is okay. Settings. So this is just to look for this video, just quickly play. Oh, thanks for this 24 that we lost 2 times. So that's 96. Another 18. So we'll have to write this down for us to know. 96 plus 18. So that should have been 114. On my account, I believe I'm down for yesterday's trading day. But of course, I missed all the winners. By 12. So as I say, if I took all the losses without taking the wins, that would have been ideal. We did this. And then that's all. So, what was in terms of points, that would have been ideal for the wins. That would have been 14 plus 12 plus 23 plus 15 plus 15 plus 30 plus 10 plus 10. So 129 points. And for the losses, we had 24 that we lost 2 times, which we shouldn't, plus under 24 that we lost 2 times. So that's 96, plus another 18. 86 plus 18. So that should have been 114. On my account, I believe I'm down for yesterday's trading day. But of course, I missed it. So on Monday, we had win for 129, losses for 114. So actually no losing day, as crazy as it was on Monday and Friday were. And I think this is getting consistent. I think this day, Tuesday was, these last 2 days were really tough because the losses were big, but it is what it is. Thursday also was an half day, so not bad actually. So if we add this to this, so that becomes 181,846 plus 129. Okay, so this is the 975, but don't forget it's an holiday. So this is the lowest, and don't forget performing week, I can say. 282 plus 114. Oof. Yeah, this is the most, I would say, challenging week so far. And that was because we had, this and this. So imagine just because two, but other ones could have been two because initially I wasn't adding 2 times, or I wasn't making this 2 times, but this is a risk because those ones are just one setup on each. This is the risk on it. So, and also this should not be, of course, this would not have been there. This would not have been there. So -30 because this setup played out as one, but it doesn't matter. So this is not bad for the week. That is, of course, I couldn't take all that. If I took half of it and all the losses, half of the wins and all the losses, 975 divided by 2 is 487. You are still up by 40 points for the week. It's not the best, but 40 points on the $100 account is still $4. It's still 4% gain. If I'm using the minimum for the equivalent of 1 point is 10 cents. Okay, so for me, that's it. And if not, if you took as much as that, as over 500 points, 500 points is half of the account. Is that? Wait a minute, that's not right. 500 points. Yeah, with $50. The account will be up by $50, which this is better than what, not introducing lots like something like missing trades like this, for instance, on a day like this and other days. We can catch everything and separate this, and also what it tells us, like, because a day like this, I had that feeling that I couldn't, you have to capitalize on days like this, whereby that means you are down for, you only took a loss of $1 and you gained $32. Days like this, even if you took all the losses, it makes up for all these days, and you're very great. By the time you do this, you even miss this. So say you come back here, but it will have stressed you mentally, but you still finish with almost 100 points. And this was just one. So first trade, second trade, you won everything, you were back up. You took this loss and then it canceled it out. So you only took these last 2 losses. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4 actually losses. This is the BE day. So it's like 4 losses. 4 losses really. So we are having less than, and that's just what it is. So it's technically it's not up to them. All right. Thank you so much. And yeah, I've almost lost myself in what I was supposed to do.